Hey everyone. So today we are reviewing a product, and it's actually the Shimbol M5 monitor, which is a touchscreen monitor that comes in under $200. And for what you're getting, this thing is awesome. I could not have more good things to say about it. I did reach out to Shimbol. They sent me this product in exchange for a review, and yeah, you'll still get honest opinions from me. I just wanted to get that out of the way before we get into it. I've used a lot of monitors over the years, especially budget ones, so like the Feel Worlds, the OCs, and I think I've got a pretty good baseline for what needs to go into a on-camera monitor, particularly of this size, and the M5 has really surprised me with what it has. Right out of the box, the presentation impressed me. You get a hard shell case with some good foam cutouts, as well as some really decent accessories. You get a micro HDMI to HDMI, as well as a full HDMI to HDMI, a cleaning cloth, as well as a glass screen protector. I think that's a pretty good amount of accessories to come with a monitor of this price. And the build, it is super legit. It's aircraft grade aluminum, so it's super rigid. I feel like I can just toss it into my bag and not have to worry about it knocking around. The buttons have a super nice click. They are rubber, but I actually prefer that over like something metal. And then, yeah, it's got 1/4-20 threads, so if you need to mount anything, for instance, like a transmitter, you can do that as well. You don't really need to add like a cage to, you know, add more accessories. Yeah, could not ask for more, especially for something at this price point. It feels much more expensive than it is. So the M5 has a 5.5-inch IPS touchscreen panel. It performs really well, really responsive. It also has 1200 nits of brightness with a 1000:1 contrast ratio. Also covers the full Rec. 709 spectrum, which is great. You don't end up with any like weird compression when reviewing. All of these things make it really nice when it comes to reviewing the image while you're on set. It just helps you make decisions that much better, just because you have more information. You just have a sharper image, more contrast, yeah, all those things. So on camera, I've shot with this outside in the, you know, blazing Georgia sun, and it performs pretty well. I will say, if you are using it in direct sunlight, it could benefit from a sun hood, but that's really like my only complaint. I think the 1200 nits of brightness is good. It's good enough, especially when you're inside. Once you move inside, the brightness and the sharpness are, yeah, they're perfect. They're more than enough. And like I said, it just makes things so much easier for reviewing, especially when you're outside. I think it's definitely an upgrade from just the on-camera screen. The menu system here might be my favorite thing. I know everybody's had that struggle of like clicking 2 different buttons for up and down and like not being able to touch through things, and luckily this is touchscreen and all of the menus just pop up right in front of you right when you touch, and then they go away once you touch again. And then going through them, the menus are pretty intuitive. Like, they have everything labeled very clearly and it just works. One of my real only complaints with this is that you can't move the waveforms around on the screen. That would probably be the only thing that I would change about this. You can also assign functions to the different buttons up top. It is one of the options if you go into the gear and then the function setting, and then it gives you a couple of different things that you can use for each of those buttons. And right now I've got the first one as false color, the second one is zoom, and the third one is peaking. You can also load up some LUTs onto this. I am just honestly rocking the default one, but if you want to add some other stuff, it lets you add up to 99, I believe. I do have some just like Rec. 709 LUTs on there. The battery life on this thing is also fantastic. I have actually been using it for the past 2 days, using the same battery, and I generally turn it off when I'm not using it and I know that it's just going to be sitting around wasting battery. But the fact that I've just still been on this same, I can't remember how big these NPFs that I've got are, but yeah, it's like only at half percentage, so it's very energy efficient. If you're on those long shoots, it really helps out. You don't have to do battery swaps as much. Also, if you're using your NPFs for something else, yeah, just helps in general, not burning through as many batteries. All right, so It isn't perfect. I have noticed some things myself. So the boot time is actually really slow. It's not the biggest deal breaker. I actually was on set and something happened where I just wanted to get a shot really quick. And it didn't matter, but I was just relying on this so much, and I had my camera built out in a way where I couldn't really review on the actual screen. It was like a side mount screen, and yeah, it just it didn't screw me over. I still got the shot. I was shooting wide enough, but I could see that being an issue for somebody who, yeah, for instance, does have their camera rigged out to where it's only the side view on the monitor and it's in a position where it's not easily flipped out right away, and this thing is taking a long time to boot up. Yeah, I would also say that the aspect ratios are a little bit weird. I could see that being annoying as well, just having also, they're like in, like, it's 16:9, 15:9, 13:9, and then 4:3, which are interesting. So my other quirk is the pinch to zoom. Like, it works, but I've gotta enable it, which I think is weird. I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. I feel like I should just be able to pinch and zoom. I don't really use pinch to zoom that often. It's not something that's kind of the whole point of having a monitor this big. So here is the thing, for the under $200 price point that this thing comes in at, you just get a lot, especially if you're just starting out as a videographer, or if you just need a cheaper budget option for a knockaround rig or just like a quick run and gun setup. This is a perfect option. I think you're getting way more out of this than anything else at that like $150 to $200 price range. I think this can still work in higher budget scenarios where you just have a lot of different people who need to have a monitor to view from, and you don't necessarily have like a video village where you can just set up a huge monitor. So I think even in those higher budget situations, you can actually use these. So overall, this monitor really just surprised me and impressed me. More than sharp enough, more than bright enough, and it just punches way above its weight. I'm just seriously impressed at the price point that they have got this thing down to, and I have not yet seen a shortcoming for that price point. And even considering that you get a case to carry it around with, I think is another just like huge plus. So if you're shooting bigger budget stuff, smaller budget stuff, your own YouTube videos, even just like Instagram content for, you know, local businesses, I think you could really benefit from something like this. I think it makes you look more professional, but I think it also makes you produce more professional images just because of all of the tools that are packed into this. And for the price point, I think it's a no-brainer. So if you want to go and pick up yourself a Shimbol M5, I've got a link in the description below, and yeah, go ahead and check it out. Like I said, you cannot beat this thing for the price point. If you are interested in more film gear reviews and just general tips and tricks, give me a follow, and yeah, stick around, give this a like and a comment. If you have tried out any other Shimbol products or want me to review something in specific, yeah, leave a comment below. I do have another review coming up. It's the TP Nano system that I've actually been reviewing myself with this entire time, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, y'all have a great day. See ya.